The medical examiner is still working to determine the cause of death for 26-year-old Alexis Sharkey. Her body was found Saturday on the side of a West Houston road.
It plays back in my head. You know, it's been playing back in my head every day. As we was driving, we could see the feet, you know, so we got out and looked, and there it was. You know, she was laying there, deceased. She was no clothes on, and I just got on the phone and I called 911.
She was a beautiful, fun ray of light to be around, and I can't understand it. I think that's why it's so surreal for the family, because we cannot grasp on why harm would be done to her. I talk to the detectives every day, and they assure me that they are, working along, and that they are reviewing and talking to people. And so I know that they're working along. To me, 5 days feels like an eternity, and to them, I'm sure they're just, getting rolling. But I guess my question would be why? Why would you do something so horrific to her? What was the ultimate gain? What was gained from that? Because all I know is tremendous loss.
I don't know what happened, but I do know it was not an accident. I last spoke with her by text on Thanksgiving. We were just texting back and forth, happy Thanksgiving, love you, miss you. We were planning on when she was coming for Christmas. She was very smart, very driven. She graduated summa cum laude with a biology degree, and she was a smart cookie. They've been together for a couple of years, and we've talked several times during this process.
And the last time I spoke to her was Friday around 6 o'clock was when my last text message was sent to her. Yeah, I thought everything was fine. And then the next morning I woke up really early. I sent a text to the group of girls. We have a shared chat and said, who's coming over, movie day or whatever. I mean, if I'm going to jail, Alexis is the first person I'm calling or texting because I know she's going to answer within seconds. So I started getting a little concerned, and I said, this isn't normal. And so all the girls kind of got together, and we were like, okay, well, when was the last time you talked to her? When was the last time you talked to her? And they all said around 6 p.m. Friday. The last conversation I had with her, she was asking me what I was doing Friday night. And I said, well, my mom's in town from Mexico, so I'm going to stay home with her. I don't know who could have done something like this to her. We were her friends. She wasn't one to have a lot of group of friends. If she needed something, if she needed someone to come pick her up or take her somewhere, or if she was going to get in the car and go somewhere, it would have been to my house or the 7 other girls that she was close with. She would have called us or taken an Uber or something. I mean, she wouldn't have walked anywhere. So everyone can put her to rest in peace and where we can get answers and just move forward. But no one gets away with something like this. No one. I mean, just threw her on the side of the road naked like garbage. I don't get it. So ugly. Yeah, and like I said, it's very unlike her to not follow through with plans. It's very unlike her to not reach out when someone texts her. When we say something, we're doing something, she does it. She doesn't go back on her word at all. And she actually lives about 3 minutes away where her body was found. No, she is attached to her phone. She is a social media queen. She's an influencer. She works from her phone. Like I said, if I was in trouble, she would be the first person I would call. And we called and called and called and called, and her phone was on, and her messages were being sent, but not being read because she had her read receipts on. And then until yesterday is when her phone was shut off by whoever has it. Or, you know, maybe it was thrown somewhere and it finally died. But, I mean, when we realized that her social media was not active for over 12 hours, you're like, okay, this is not right. I gave it a little bit of time. I called her mom because I was the one that, I went to her apartment, knocked on her door, you know, I did all that because I lived the closest. And so after a while I was contemplating, should I call her mom? Like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to worry her because she's far, far away.
Right.
And finally, after a while of just sitting in my car outside of her apartment, I said, I have to call her because I'm a mom. I would want to know. Well, we just started a GoFundMe for the family, for, you know, hotel expenses, funeral stuff.
So I don't know what precipitated this. I don't know any, but I feel like I will when this all pans out, and I will be an advocate for it not to happen to anybody else.